Murtz Jaffer here with Haleena, the latest jury member on Big Brother Canada. Haleena, why do you think Josh used the veto, and were you surprised by Betty's vote?
I'm not surprised by Betty's vote. Josh used the veto on Betty because they're besties, and he used his heart, not his head. I did the same. That's why he's still in the house and I'm out here. I wasn't surprised at all. Betty would have done anything Josh said.
Can you take me back to the decision to eliminate JC Lynn instead of Josh, and if that was a mistake?
I definitely would say it's a mistake. I think I'd still be in the house if I kept JC Lynn. But I was going back and forth. I knew it was smarter for my game to keep JC Lynn, but Josh pulled up my heart and we had that personal connection and yada, yada, yada. You know, my heart got me in trouble. It is what it is.
Speaking of JC Lynn, you got into it with her during the triple eviction, despite both being members of the Gummy Bear Alliance. Can you take me through how your relationship with her evolved through the game?
Yes, she is like a little sister you can't stand, but you still care for. And with that, we working together. We liked each other, but we never fully trusted each other. And, there were digs at each other. And I think at the moment, the triple, we had our big blow up fight. I was just so triggered and annoyed that Kevin was, he was fine. But yet with me, though, she was deeply hurt. But now I understand, obviously, she thought our relationship was, way closer than her and Kevin's, which I guess I didn't know that. I didn't feel that. I just popped off because I felt with the boys, they got scot-free. Everyone was always good. With me, I got a lot of heat and it was always on me, and no one was mad at anybody. So other than me, so I just was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. It's not fair. And I regret it. Not my best moment. But she's like a little sister. How, she pokes you, she kept poking me, and, she got a reaction. She wanted that. She got that.
And what message were you trying to get across in your goodbye message to her?
Oh, my goodbye message. I was definitely being petty, and I was just being petty. There's nothing to it. It was not nice and not my proudest moment also. Also to say, oh, sorry. No.
Oh, no, please.
No, I was just going to say, I guess in that moment, she knew coming into this game, though, that she falls really hard and she didn't want to fall for a boy, and she did fall in love, I would say. And as much as she wants to, deny and admit it, she did. And I think that's amazing. And Gino's such a great guy that I'm so happy for them. And it's not a bad thing. Like, you fell for, an amazing boy. And, I was falling for the game. So it is what it is.
In the triple eviction, Josh stuck with the crash test dummies and even named Betty as the replacement nominee. Can you tell me about your relationship with Josh and how he went from saving you and Kevin, then to eliminating you now by using the power of veto?
I was surprised actually that Josh saved me in the triple. I questioned his loyalty when it came to Betty and would he ever have the guts to be able to make that move to cut Betty? And he did. He proved that by putting Betty up. So when it got to him winning HOH and then also winning POV, there was just a vibe and an energy that I knew that at this moment now, I don't think he'll be able to cut his bestie. And as much as, I thought we were close game-wise and personal, his heart won and he kept Betty.
Let's get into the Ghost Alliance. Can you take me back to when you and Kevin connected and what made you feel like you could trust him?
Mm-hmm. Kevin and I connected on day 2 and we laid it all out. We're like, I asked him, I remember, do you want to be my ride or die? And we said everything and anything, and we openly communicated. And I definitely had my speculations of Kevin. I doubt him. I feel like, are you playing me? Like, because I knew how smart he was. And there was just something about Kevin that I could see him when he was turned on and also turned off with the house guests. And I was like, this man he's smart. I see him. I see right through him. And so it ended up being the best thing for me. We were in that house together to either hate each other or love each other, and end up working out the best.
If you and Kevin had both gotten into the final 3, would you have kept him or cut him?
Towards the end of the game, honestly, I was thinking of cutting him. I really was. Just emotions were getting high, and I know Kevin's game and I know everything about him. So he probably would have demolished me in the end. But thinking about it now, I think I would have gone my heart and I wouldn't have cut Kevin. I would have taken him to final 2 if I had the opportunity.
Now that you're on the jury, will you be advocating for Kevin's game?
Definitely. I am not to say I'm biased, but I am. Kevin has played an overall amazing game. It's been impeccable. He has been strategically moving through the game without being seen. Yes, he hasn't had many comp wins, only one, maybe more, hopefully. But that does matter. And I know this story cares about comps a lot, but this game is not all about comps. And Kevin, his game is impeccable.
In general, you referred to this earlier. Do you feel like women get as much credit for their strategical moves on Big Brother as the men do?
No, they do not at all. Are you kidding me? We're labeled as emotional. We're this, we're that. But when it comes to the men, they're seen as, it's completely double standard, 110%, especially with my alliance with the crash test dummies. I think Canada saw that. I always got, the heat, and the boys were always fine. And it's just at a certain point, it was like, are you kidding me? Like, I know I want to do the background work and I get all that, but come on, a little recognition would be nice.
Which players in the house did you think posed the biggest threat?
I would say, honestly, Josh and Kevin, because I knew them inside and out game-wise. But Herman and Moose, they were all about the comps, and I knew that they had the ability to win those comps, and winning comps, it's a factor in the game. You hold power. So in that sense, they trumped me on that. They were bigger threats to me because they were comp winners.
Do you have any regrets about not sticking with Gino and JC Lynn, given what happened?
I don't want to have any regrets, honestly, but I would have been giving Gino $100,000 if I kept him. JC Lynn, on the other hand, though, I wish I kept her because I still think I'd be in that house. So I'll leave it at that.
And finally, in your opinion, what are Kevin's chances to get into the final two?
Kevin's chances are really high. Betty and Josh think sitting next to Kevin, they will win. But they don't know. Kevin is going to destroy them. And I 110% believe that he has something he's hiding, even from me, that he will explode on finale. And just comp wins are not everything. And I think Kevin will definitely be showing them that.
Amazing. Haleena, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Take care.